Shalom Ubracha. Welcome once again to our weekly series of Divrei Torah on Parashat Shavua. This week's parasha is Parashat Vayekhel. The Talmud Yerushalmi recounts two stories back to back about sons doing good deeds for their fathers. And these stories are specifically brought in consecutive order to teach us a lesson. And that lesson is also the central theme of this week's parasha. The first story brought by the Yerushalmi is a son who prepares a lavish meal for his father, filled with the finest meats, all the fixings, and beautiful decor. And this cost the son a ton of money. And when he presents it in front of his father realizes the financial burden that was placed on his son just to prepare this meal. And the father remarks, "Son, such a lavish meal just for me? You really shouldn't have." And the son says, "Please, father, don't remind me. I'm trying to forget how much I had to spend. Please just eat up and we'll forget about it." That's story number one. In story number two, another father and son pair, the father receives a letter from the king that says that now, instead of his regular job, he has now been put to hard work in the palace of the king, and he will now be a close servant to the king. However, his wages will not change. The son, when hearing that his father was summoned by the king, says, "Father, you come and take my job as a mill grinder, and I will go in your stead to go work by the king's palace. Because there are no bounds to how long the king could keep you at his palace and work, and you're an older man. I will do that for you." The lesson over here that's brought out by the Yerushalmi is that here one son spent a ton of money on his father. And yet, because of the attitude that he had towards what his father was supposed to be doing, as well as how much money he spent on his father, was a negative. However, the second son didn't spend any money. It was just an amazing, selfless gesture. And that son got eternal reward, le'olam haba, for how much he respected his father. Rabotai, in this week's parasha, Parashat Vayekhel, we see and we read about all of the donations that were given to the Mishkan. And at every turn, the Pasuk has a very interesting word that it throws in when it describes all of these donations. That word is lev, or libo, a person's heart. Just to give you one small example, the Pasuk in the first the first Pasuk in Aliyat Sheni reads as follows: "Vayavo'u kol ish asher nesa'o libo, וכל אשר נדבה רוחו, אותו הביאו את תרומת אדוני למלאכת אוהל מועד ולכל עבודתו ולבגדי הקודש." Anybody who is moved by their heart and who feels the emotional connection to God, those are the ones who should bring the terumah, who should bring the present. This is what, Rabotai, giving not only of ourselves but also of our money is all about. It's about the motivation and the intention behind the giving. The rabbis teach us, a person does a little, some people do a lot, but as long as what a person's intentions are the Shem Shamayim. Now, true all that said about a person learning Torah, but it could also be dragged to this law of giving tzedakah. That the whole point, and you see the word libo or lev said all throughout this week's parasha, is that when a person gives of themselves, their attitude and their kavanah counts more than what they actually gave. And again, in our story, one son spent a lot of money, but I don't need that attitude if I'm the father. And another son, he didn't have to spend a penny. But the fact that he was willing to go instead of his father, that showed his commitment and overall his love. That's what Bnei Israel showed to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and their commitment to the Mishkan. That they were just willing to give of themselves limitlessly. And they did so in a way that showed their true lev, their hearts, what was going on behind the scenes. Let us take this as a lesson that when we give tzedakah, when we do hesed, just like Maran Shulchan Aruch teaches us, that if at the very least you can't give tzedakah, you need to give that person a smile, an encouraging word. And especially if even when you give money, you can't just throw money at a person and say, "Here, take it. You won me with the sales call already. Just hang up the phone. I want to keep eating dinner." No. A person needs to understand that while they give, it's the attitude that counts. And Be'ezrat Hashem will make sure that our chesed and our tzedakah is on the highest of levels with the greatest of intentions. Shabbat Shalom.